everyone, welcome back to Being a Fine Figure. As today we will be unboxing another Mcfarlane's DC Multiverse figure, and it is the Batman Superman fusion figure. Had no idea about the storyline. I actually just recently just started looking into it when this figure was announced, and it seems pretty cool because it's not only Superman, Batman, but it also has like the Green Lantern. I mean, it has a little bit of every character from DC, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, and so it makes it a unique. It's almost I was wondering the bug that it was on. Also, I was trying to pinpoint and trying to remember, and I happened to see Toy Gaines, and he reminded me that it was actually, or he reminded in the video that he did that it was the Speeding Bullet. So obviously I had to go in and get my Speeding Bullets Batman and look at it, and yeah, it is true. It is on the Speeding Bullets body, which I always thought it was a pretty cool sculpt. But now, you know, they've done this incredible looking repaint of it, of all the, basically all the DC characters all into one figure, and it just looks great. So anyway, without further ado, as we do here on the channel, we are going to get this figure out of the packaging, and we will be right back. All right, now that we have the figure out of the packaging, I want to clarify really quick what I said earlier. It's not the combined powers of all the other Justice League members. It's just the Hal Jordan's ring with Superman and Batman fused together to fight this devil, old goodish, what's his name? I think it's in the card here somewhere, Nessa. So anyway, getting back to the accessory as we always do. Standard stand. The figure always comes with the Mcfarlane stand. And of course, the data file card that I just showed with a little bio in the back. And it talks about the story of how they fused together when they went up against a possessed Hal Jordan. And then their willpower was a lot stronger than Hal Jordan, so they were able to take the ring away. And then once the ring got close to them, it combined them together to fight the devil, not Nessa. But yeah, trading card is a nice image of the figure, just like in the box. And then of course it does come with one extra hand, which is the grip or the choke hand, I like to call. And it's got the green, you know, obviously. I wish it would have had the green air, like the ring, but I don't think it had the ring. The ring just fused with their powers together. And then of course, they've got these green batarangs, which are supposed to be energy constructs of the actual ring itself. But they're nice looking batarangs. It looks like an actual bat, not like the ones we recently got that looks like oversized boomerangs. So these are nice looking. I might paint one or two black or so, just to, because I like this. Keep maybe just one green one. This actually looks very nice. The detail of actual batarang looks like an actual bat. And we get 3 of them, which is cool. We can never have too many. And now on to the figure. I wish it would have had another fist. I like posting my figures with the fist on, and they're actually pretty good. But an extra set of hand I do. It does have one fist and a grabbing fist, I guess, for the batarangs, which I guess he's going to be throwing them left-handed. But other than that, the painting on this is great. Again, it is the Speeding Bullets body sculpt that they used a while back, down to the face. Basically, it is the same face sculpt. It's just red. I do like the red on it. It looks very nice. And I like the touch of the eyeliners around the eyes to give it that more menacing look. Again, nothing much, no texture, nothing else, just smooth, just like the Speeding Bullets. And then, of course, obviously with the Speeding Bullets, they had the separation here with the cape. This one obviously doesn't have the cape, but it does have the logo of the Superman, Batman in the back and in the front. And it is painted on. It's not sculpted on like the Speeding Bullets was. But this is all right. I like it. Other than that, it still has all the same details. Especially, I don't know if you can see these textures as deco here, and on the legs too, it's all the same thing as the Speeding Bullets. The boots didn't get the same treatment. They didn't have that cuff around the legs like the Speeding Bullets, and then they kind of did a different detail on it. But the legs, the body, everything, it is Speeding Bullets. I like the red there. The red here is a lot shinier than here. I guess this part here is a rubbery, I guess. But it looks good. It's a nice looking figure. It's got the blue Superman. It's got the black for Batman. It's got the green with sort of like vein-like lines in the gauntlet part of the wrist there for the Green Lantern. And then he's got the Green Lantern fingers with the cover on the back. Looks pretty good. Same. Now the spikes here are a little thinner than the speeding bullets, but you still got the same, basically the same arm. So, and then of course he's got this utility belt that was badly painted. You can see the black under it. Could have used a little bit more paint. I wish that they could have done the yellow lasso. Would have stand out if the lasso was another color. It doesn't really look good. Like it just looks like it's ripped apart, like the utility belt's ripped apart. And again, it did a really half-assed job on it. I mean, you can see the black of it. They should have done a better job with the paint, or use another paint that's not going to show up as, like this light tan color. It's going to take a couple of paint jobs on it just to cover it up. And the black does stand out a lot. I don't know if that was meant to be, but I wish they would have done the yellow, just like the box, just like the image. I would have preferred the yellow. The yellow would have looked great. It would have stand out a little bit more. And then, of course, this was meant to be yellow, I guess, but it's green. So that's another thing that they could have done. But again, I do like this sculpt. I always thought this was a pretty good sculpt. The Nightfall one now is one of my favorites because, they've done a really good job with that. And as far as the figures with it, but this is actually pretty good. And again, I had no idea of the storyline. I really had to go back and look at it. Now I'm hoping because of the storyline that they come up with a composite Superman Batman. I would like to see the half and half Superman and Batman. That would be cool. That's all we're missing. Marvel Legends did a Hulk, composite Hulk. It would be great if Mcfarlane gets together and does a half and half. I don't know how they'll do as far as the head sculpt, but I wish they would go ahead and do a half and half composite. And again, like I've been stating, it is the speeding bullets. Let's see if I can get him here. It's one of my favorites. Batman. So now I got two Batman, Superman type. I mean, this is obviously Clark Kent storyline where it's actually Clark Kent as Batman now, but he still has the superpowers. He just dresses Batman. But as you can see, arms, head sculpt, same. I do like the red. The red pops a lot better than the flat blue that they use for the rubber on this one. But again, it's all the same. And then the legs, the boots are different. The back of it's about the same. It's got a little separation. Mine's kind of like got a little separation, but it's all the same. And then of course underneath also you got the same thing. So it's been a while on this particular figure, so let's just quickly go over some of the articulation. Again, that's how far you're gonna get the head up. He does give you a nice looking down. He does swivel to the left and right. He does go around, does twist around. You can get a nice, pretty up high T-pose, and it does spread out pretty well. It does go around. And then, of course, you got those little spacers there. They're not really butterfly joints. It's just spacers to cover the hole because of the way they do the joints in there. He does have the bicep swivel. He does have pin double jointed elbows. The wrist kind of goes only up and down, but it does go around. And again, the crunch, you get about that much. It's got that ball joint, so it does go around. You get some pretty good movement. Not a lot, but somewhat. Somewhat to the back. It does flip around a lot. No thigh cut and no boot cut. It does, because of the diaper, it kind of hinders it a little bit. Non-existent to the back, so don't even try unless you're going to put stress. You're going to stress out the rubber there. He does have double jointed knees. And then you do have that Mcfarlane ankle joint type thing. At least it's covered up a little bit better. But you do have the pin that shows on the side. And of course, the little metal pins for the toe articulation. So that kind of stands out, which I never understood why they never just throw some paint over it. Because they all haven't even... see that one there? They either painted it or it's like a little plastic. This one you can tell is a little metal. So, but everything else stays the same. The diaper, it is a little bit smaller than the other one. So, but yeah, it's a nice looking figure. I like these weird combination of superheroes fused together. It gives it, some color to the, especially Batman, who's, you're either going to get black, gray, or blue with Batman. So this version is pretty cool. And again, the storyline, I didn't know nothing about it. So I ended up, once it was announced, I was like, wait, is that really a character? Or is it just made up? And it's actually a storyline. So it must have been after I stopped reading comics. So, but I do know about the composite Superman from back in the day. So hopefully in Batman, we can get one of those. So that is it. And I hope you enjoyed the video. It's actually out there now. I actually picked this up on one of my Walmart runs, and I wasn't really expecting anything. I was able to pick this up. I was able to pick up what else did I pick up? Oh, the Adam West, which that video is coming up next. And of course, I was able to pick up Robin, the Dick Grayson Batman, I'm sorry. And I can't wait to unbox this because yesterday on the mail, I got the Page Puncher Damon Wayne. So I can't wait to put those two together from that issue #1 Batman and Robin. So thank you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And as always, I always appreciate your support. Continue to support each other. Continue to be a fine figure. And I will see you later.